Let's do this full screen. Hey everyone on YouTube. We're going to get you set up a little bit earlier than Facebook because it takes a second to get all the YouTube stuff going because they reframe it. So I apologize for that. So if you give me a minute, we'll go over to YouTube. Or we'll go over to Facebook, and of course, Instagram will get everything later because of their policies. So, all right, here we go. Hey everyone on Facebook, everyone on YouTube, and hello to everyone on Instagram. A few minutes later. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Florida. It is sunny. It is 84 degrees right now. There's a little breeze occasionally. It is absolutely wonderful. It is perfect convertible weather. The Miata's gotten plenty of road time, and I absolutely love it here. Give you some rain for the lawn, but it's all right. Eventually it'll get here. Just wanted to talk to you folks quickly about some car stuff. Then I talked about it on the other YouTube channel on Kev's Shop earlier this week, but I wanted to bring it here too. It's the last big weekend of racing at Pit Race. They are closing in November, and the whole place is getting bulldozed. It's one of the nicest facilities in the country, if not the nicest racetrack in the country. And it's getting bulldozed, apparently for a data center. And there's nothing any of us can do. We can't buy them out or anything like that. It doesn't work like that. So that's going to be a huge loss to the racing world. And then we also found out that Lanier Raceway is getting sold. Now they're not going to bulldoze that. They're going to do car condos, and it'll probably become a private facility. And so I talked a little bit about how to save these tracks. Now, Pit Race is a weird one. You can't really put that in the realm, but for these other ones, these drag strips, these quarter-mile tracks, the 3/8-mile tracks, the dirt tracks, the full road courses, the tracks like that, the places we all love to go and do all this fun stuff with our cars. There's a couple of things that we can do as regular Joes. We don't have to be Bill Gates and invest $600 million into a track, or $60 million if you're Pebble Beach International Raceway, which is what they're trying to do over there. But we can do small stuff as a group, which will help in the long term. And one of the things we can do, and this doesn't cost anything, and it only takes a moment of your time, go subscribe or follow or whatever your favorite tracks, whether it's local or not. Even your local ones, go follow them. They'll do updates about what events they have and race results and all of that stuff. And all you have to do is share that. And everything's so disposable and all that, people will scroll right past it. But you shared it, and that's the important part. And so if you do this with your local tracks, no matter how big, if it's, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, great. If it's, Joe's half-mile dirt track in Podunk, Nebraska, do that one too. Find these racetracks and share the updates with your feed. And this really helps because that helps get the exposure. Now, the second thing we can do, and this one does cost money, but it's worth it in the long run, is we can go to these events, go to our local events. So check the calendar, see something cool, sign up for it, and go to it. Whether you're racing or a spectator, it doesn't matter. As long as you physically go to the event and you put your butt in the seat and you're there, and that's really huge. And usually they're between 20 and 30 bucks, something like that. Sometimes it's cheaper. Sometimes obviously stuff like, F1 at COTA is going to be insane. But if you're going to, Friday night dirt track racing, it's probably going to be about 20 bucks. I know the stuff up at Freedom Factory ranges between 20 and 35 bucks. And 35 bucks gets you a pit pass. You can walk around the paddock. The only place you can't go is out on the track. I mean, it's pretty cool. You can go back, talk to all the drivers, talk to the mechanics, all that stuff. It's a hell of a deal, and it's a ton of fun. And that's 30, 35 bucks. So go physically to these tracks and go to the events. Okay, you're a drag racer. You don't want to go to a dirt track event. You're gonna have to cross over, man. You're gonna. And it's amazing what you'll learn at the other events. So if you're a drag guy and you go to a dirt track thing, you're going to learn stuff at the dirt track events that you might be able to apply towards drag racing. Same thing for dirt track guys. Oh, I don't want go watch a bunch of guys, go straight for 4 hours. Go down there. You might pick something up from the drag guys. And same thing, road course guys. You don't want to watch drag racing guys? Those guys are throwing down some serious power. How about go get some little, tips and tricks? And I'm not saying cheat, but find out some tips and tricks that those guys are using and apply them towards your vehicles or towards your race technique or whatever it is. If you do the little bit of crossover, it's going to help everyone throughout the whole spectrum, but like all of the tracks in the country. It's not huge. These tracks don't have massive margins. It's not, they're not making $1 million on a Friday night. They're barely covering their operating costs. And that's why a lot of these are, closing down. So if you can help bring that up and keep them alive and keep them above water, keep them in the black, that's going to be the important part. And it takes all of us, like we all have to go do these different things. Like, I'm obviously not a huge dirt track guy, but I will happily go to Eldora and cruise around the paddock and check out, what those guys are doing. How can I apply it to my road racing cars? How can I apply it to the drag car I'm going to build? Where does this work? And then hopefully those guys pick up on it and they're like, hey, this road racing guy came and he was checking out our cars. Maybe we should go to Mid-Ohio and check out what they're doing. Or maybe we should go to Gingerman and watch one of the NASA races up there. So this all it snowballs into a much bigger thing. We get the knowledge. We also get to watch some really fun racing. You go watch sprint cars. Sprint cars are absolutely. They're reckless, man. I don't even know if they're regulated. They hammer down. Go to a drift event. Check out what those guys are doing with the hydraulic brakes in the back. Check out their suspension setups. That's the big thing with drift guys. Check out their steering and suspension setups. You'll be blown away with what they're doing. Ask them about their tire budget. So when we do these crossover events and we go to these events that we don't normally go to, and spend $20, it actually helps everyone across the board. So those are my 2 tips to try and help prevent these tracks from closing, these tracks from being bought by private companies, and they put up car condos and they're $500,000 each, and these guys get to run around their supercars whenever they want, but the track is basically dead the entire time. Occasionally there'll be 1 or 2 cars out there, but it's not going to be like, a Friday night at Lanier when, it's, drift qualifying. You're not going to find that anymore. So we have to support this stuff. If we don't support it, if we stay in our own little bubble, we're going to get screwed. There's not enough of us in each little bubble to keep the whole thing going. So we have to step out of that. Step out of the comfort zone just a little bit. I'm not saying go to flight school and learn how to do a barrel roll in a helicopter. I'm saying go to a drift event, go to a drag race event, and check out the different classes, check out the different cars, look at the different rules for the different classes, and find out how are Legends cars built, how are like at Freedom Factory, the Danger Ranger. I went and talked to a couple of the Ranger guys, and now I'm stoked about building a racing Ranger for the Danger Ranger 5000. That would be fun as hell. watching those guys race, I mean, it's hardcore. It's a 3/8 mile track, but man, there's no joking in there. So and the biggest part is it's fun, and they're taking, fun's getting taken away. The fewer tracks we go to, the harder it's going to be. It's also going to be more expensive because those tracks are going to have to charge more. So it doesn't work in anyone's favor to not go. So we're going to have to step up a little bit. And it's not a huge ask. I don't think. I mean, if you love cars like I do, you'll go to shit. I'll go drift a bulldozer if you want me to. I don't care. I'll go see it if it's a lot of fun. Go to the tractor pulls. I mean, those are at the fairgrounds usually, but the tractor pulls are a ton of fun. Especially if you really like watching shit blow up. Those guys are experts at blowing shit up. Like, they should be in the military. So go to these tracks, go to these events, and that helps everyone across the board. So that's my advice for today, and hopefully you guys get into it. And I can't wait to see some of my friends say, oh, I went to a sprint race, and these guys are hammering each other the whole race, and checked out a couple of their drivetrains, and these guys have really cool, swap out rear ends and stuff. And yeah, so I'm waiting to hear that from my friends that are hardcore drag racers or hardcore road coursers. So it's up to us, if we want these tracks to stay open, and these drag strips and these dirt courses and all this stuff, if we want it to keep working, we have to do it. It's going to be up to us. And don't leave it up to the owners of the track, because they're barely keeping their head above water, and that's why they sell this stuff. So now pit race is a weird one. That's a straight money thing. None of us are coming up with the hundreds of millions that it took to buy out Jim and Kathy. So that's a different thing. But support your local tracks, whatever it is, drag racing, dirt track, and then do the sharing on social media. Social media is huge, and use it to your benefit. It's not all about, tits and ass and blowers and 275s. It's, use it to your advantage to help you, to help everyone else. So that's my advice for today. Hopefully that sinks in. I will be back in Kev's shop tonight. I think I'm live streaming again tonight with the limo. It's back in the shop. And then this weekend, I will be in Fort Myers. And not sure if I'm taking the Viper or the Miata. I haven't decided yet. I might take the motorcycle too, because it's gonna be like this all weekend. So I'll be in Fort Myers on Saturday. I get to see my good friend Bob Oakman, who I'm very excited to see. And that's about it for now. So I appreciate everyone watching. All the new subscribers on YouTube, you guys are great. I appreciate that. And everyone doing the thumbs up here, I appreciate you guys. Facebook did send me a check for last month. It was $3.38. So thank you guys for 1/3 of a 6-inch long sub at Subway. I appreciate it. I will talk to you guys more this weekend. We'll probably do another live tomorrow. And don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important for them, but it is far more important for you and you guys on YouTube and you guys on Instagram. All right. Thanks, everyone. We will catch you very soon. All right. Have a great day.